cut loose early from work, so come home and caught a little nap, and now I'm going to head up to the local walk-in track and try to get a couple miles in. It's a local sports complex I come up to every once in a while. It's not too terribly often I come up here, but it's a 1 mile track, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to walk on this track today because I think they're doing something to redo it. And honestly, I did see something on maybe Facebook a while back for our local community Facebook of the town of Smith Station. It said the walking trail is going to be closed for 2 weeks starting September 22nd. So what's today? The 26th maybe. So I might just take it back to the neighborhood or get a workout in Planet Fatness. Well, while I'm here, this is one of the only really big open spaces that I go to. What is this? Oh, I think I know what it is. I brought my drone up here, so I think I might fly it for a little bit because at the house there's just so many trees in the neighborhood that I can't really fly it too comfortably. If I fly it low, I have to really pay close attention to what I'm doing. Or if I want to fly it where I'm not really worried about crashing it, I got to fly it 150 feet up in the air to get above the trees. So I think I'm going to come out here and play with my drone. What I have is the Mini 4 Pro, and I'm quite certain that this thing can do way more than I'm capable of. But recently I've been trying to mess with waypoints and setting it up so to fly a predetermined path. And it's not as easy as it sounds. You got to, as far as setting headings and the camera angle and all this stuff. So I might just get out here and fly it around, maybe do some active tracking modes and stuff. But anyway, while I'm here, just play a little bit.
Take off. Home point updated.
All right, I think I said it in the last video about mother-in-law's having some health issues. She's had some low potassium and is getting lightheaded and fainting and stuff like that. And she actually fell again. She fell, I don't know, a week or two ago and fractured her ankle and broke a toe, I think. But she fell again and had a pretty nasty break on one of her ankles. And she has osteoporosis too, so it just makes everything more brittle and easier to break. So she had surgery today. She's in recovery, and she was scheduled to go for an appointment in Atlanta today before this recent ankle injury because she she's going to have a procedure done, something with her esophagus. So I don't know all the details. I just know that we're worried and praying for her. So for the near future, I will be coming home at lunch, and I do not know how long that'll last. So I won't be getting my lunchtime walks in, so I have to kind of buckle down and get more committed to my health journey. And I can walk here in the neighborhood. It's not too bad. The traffic's not too bad. Just down here at the lower end of the neighborhood, people drive like it's, you know, the highway out there. But either way, I can get my steps in here in the neighborhood and get my strength training done down in Planet Fatness, the Shed Gym. But as far as fitness goes, yep, I'm gonna have to tighten up my shot group on that to get to meet my fitness goals. Oh man, don't laugh at me. Sometimes I just like going through the motions without no weight on there, because my joints just get to aching sometimes. But anyways, my Sober October challenge, I don't know if I really call it Sober October, because what I'm going to be abstaining from is mostly internet, social media, and just most things digital. I know this is probably contradicting myself by filming on a digital camera, but I personally am going to try to reduce just mindless intake of media and stuff. Social media, I've already been cutting way back on my Facebook usage. I never could really get into Instagram, so I would get on it even when the app was on my phone. Sometimes I would get on it and sometimes I would forget about it. I don't do TikTok, I don't do Twitter, but I do just fill gaps in my day where, you know, where boredom would be, by just scrolling. Google News, you know, I just scroll, and anything that looks appetizing to me, I'll click on it. It's usually camera stuff, motorsport stuff, sometimes politics. You know, I try to steer clear of that because, you know, it's really divisive and polarizing, and I can get myself, you know, worked up and irritated over stuff like that. But man, as much as I hate it, get mad at myself, I'm still sitting there scrolling, accomplishing nothing, learning nothing. So that's my Sober October. It's going to be trying to put down the things that distract me and cause me to stumble. And even with, you know, with the term Sober October, even my alcohol consumption, which isn't very much, I still make a concerted effort to even bring that down, because, you know, I do enjoy having a beer or two when I'm grilling something, but by the time it's time to eat, you know, I feel like I'm finished with my beers. But, you know, the alcohol part of it is not a big part of my life, but what I really feel like I need to curtail is just information consumption. And if I'm going to have that phone in front of my face, I want it to be either talking to somebody, texting somebody, or actually ingesting information that I need at the moment, not just useless stuff just to, you know, to keep me from being bored. I want to get away from that. I want to kind of live in an analog kind of way of doing things, writing things down, taking notes, journaling, and just kind of distancing myself from all this digital mess. But I'll still try to do YouTube videos, record and upload, keep up with y'all's YouTube channels, comment. But all the short form content, all the mindless thumbing and, you know, things I don't really need to know or whatever, I'm going to try to put the kibosh on that for the next 30 days. And I'd like to tighten up my diet too, because I kind of let things slip. I eat, you know, carbohydrates, get into Mandy's candy, the Starburst minis. I got into some stuff at work. They had birthday cake in the fridge. Somebody left some donuts. I got into the MREs. So this Sober October is really just trying to tighten up on things that I wanted to do to start with. So it's so I'm going to just try to do better with eating whole foods, you know, whole vegetables, less, you know, not so many root vegetables, but protein, you know, animal meat, vegetables that grow above the ground, and no sugar, or as little as I can. But yeah, just a more committed version of what I want life to be. I'm gonna try to buckle down and do it for 30 days. So I don't know, it's been tough to do things for more than 2 days. So this is going to be tough. This is going to be a big test, you know, if I have the intestinal fortitude to, and the discipline and the commitment to do something that's actually good for me, good for my body, good for my mind, and you know, to help improve life. So it would be nice to make it through this 30 days, and it makes such a huge change that I want to stay that way instead of rotating back to the old life. So hopefully I can pull it off, you know. And it might sound silly, I feel like a kid saying it, but the stupid cell phone, I don't have it on me, thank goodness, but stupid cell phone, I think, is the root of the things that hold me back, because it's just looking at it so much when I could be ever so present in the moment with things with my wife, you know, my animals, this lovely home and yard that God has blessed me with. So yeah, I want to take it all in and enjoy it, appreciate it, maintain it, instead of shirking my duties and responsibilities as a man, a husband, a homeowner, by you know, acting like a kid and keeping my face buried in a phone all the time. So anyways, yeah, wish me luck. We'll see how I feel on October 25th, 26th, somewhere around there. Hold on a minute, hold on, wait. I forgot something, wait. I forgot what I forgot. Hey, I might need a redo. Maybe just, how about start tomorrow? Sober October start tomorrow, yeah.